Hey everybody, Anthony Thomas, where are you lately? Kevin Marr, where are you? Bobby Lee, I did hear from you. Pat Bush, I haven't heard from you. Sheila Farraga, something, I haven't heard from you. And did you hear my prayer? My prayer is, I want myself and all of my friends to be their very best. I want myself and all of my friends to be our best. And when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did we treat others. Let's see. This is Monday, November 28th, the last few days of the year, because the winter solstice, you want to write this down, honey? The first day of the year is December 21st. It's on a Wednesday, and the Earth comes home from its trip around the sun at exactly 4:47 p.m. Eastern Time. And you'll have to have your release all ready and be packed, because it's not going to stop but a second. And you've got to run like you were running to catch a streetcar. It's not going to stop more than a second before the next trip around the sun starts. Do you know that under the Republicans you cannot earn your keep, and under the Democrats you can't keep what you earn? And a neurotic lives in castles in the air, and a psychotic builds castles in the air, and a psychiatrist collects rent from both of them. And the little boy down in Texas was at the end of his driveway trying to find homes for his puppies. And George Bush went by, and George Bush says, "What kind of puppies are those?" And the boy says, "They is Republicans." And George Bush was very happy. And George Bush came back a week later, and he says, "Tell me again, I want to hear, what kind of puppies are those?" And the little boy says, they is Democrats. And George Bush says, "What? Last week you told me they were Republicans." And the little boy says, "They's got their eyes open now." Let's see. A woman on a ship, she was asked, "How do you like your cabin?" And she says, "I don't like the washing machine on the wall." And another woman says, "That's not a washing machine, that's a porthole." And the woman says, "Oh, is that why my clothes never came back?" And the ship was rocky, and the skippers told the steward, "You go tell the people something over the microphone and calm them down. Get rid of their fears." The steward went to the microphone and he says, "Folks, there's nothing to worry about. We're only 2 miles from land. Straight down." Then there was another one about a ship. What was that?
Where's a ship go when she's sick?
Oh, it wasn't it, but that's a good one. Tell him, Phil.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, where does the ship go when it's sick? It goes to the dock. No, there was another one about a ship. Oh, Patrick Galino. He worked for Cablevision, and he was out in a cruise in the Caribbean. And the people around the dinner table were asking each other what they did. And he says, "Well, I work for Cablevision." "Well, what do you do for Cablevision?" "I work in public access." And they said, "Well, what's public access?" And one woman said, "It's that woman with a hat and the gloves."
Still at it.
Phil, you got any other jokes written down on a paper for us?
Oh, yeah. Pope and the bird flu.
Yes. How did the Pope get the bird flu? From his cardinals.
It's cold out. Where's your jacket?
Oh, yes. A man was helping me mail my programs back in the days when they were VHS, and it was a huge pile of mail, 70 of them. And he was helping me. And it was in January. And he was no jacket at all. And I commented on that. And he says, it's the Second Amendment. I have a right to bear arms. That's a very good joke. What's next?
Money talks.
Money talks and mice said goodbye.
What do you get when you cross a stream and a brook?
Wet feet. Thanks, Phil. You can read the writing.
Where does a ship... Oh, yeah, we did that one. What kind of clothes does a lawyer wear to court?
Lawsuit.
How do you make antifreeze?
You steal her winter underwear.
A neutron went into a bar.
And he said to the bartender, what do I owe you? And the bartender said, no charge. A neutron, no charge.
Be my one and only Valentine.
Oh, I think that's so funny. It said on the box of Valentine's, be my one and only Valentine. That's what the Valentine said inside. Be my one and only Valentine, 12 in a box.
Who is happier, a man with $12 million or a man with 12 children?
Phil, I can't think of the answer to that one.
I can't either. We'll let the viewers decide.
Is there any hint there in the paper?
No.
Folks, what's the answer to that one? Who's happier?
Post your comments below.
What, dear?
Post your comments below.
Okay.
A man took a cab.
Excuse me?
A man took a cab.
Sorry.
A man took a cab, and as he was riding along, he tapped the driver on the shoulder.
Oh, yes. This is a tricky one, folks. All right, say it again.
Okay. A man took a cab, and as he was riding along, he tapped the driver on the shoulder.
And the driver went into a frenzy. And the man says, what's the matter? He says, I drove a hearse for 30 years. The idea was that the guy in the back would... Okay.
That's good. That's the jokes.
That's all of them?
Yeah. We've got vocab and the advertiser.
Oh, vocabulary.
All right.
A chat with Gondora. A show for living right. Go ahead, honey. A chat with Gondora.
Aim.
Make sure they so bright. What'd you say?
Aim. A-I-M.
What's it mean, Phil?
To direct one's endeavor to the accomplishment of a purpose.
Say it again, please.
To direct one's endeavor to the accomplishment of a purpose.
You know, that's a lovely word. Stop and think about it. Aim. To direct one's endeavor to the accomplishment of a purpose. What purpose are we trying to accomplish? To what purpose are we directing our endeavor? I know mine. I want myself and everybody I know to be their very best. That's a good one, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Now, do you have one, folks? Call me. Email me. Facebook me. Twitter me. Okay, honey.
A la carte.
Oh, a la carte is by the dish, you told me.
Yep.
Yeah, by the dish.
And then a la mode.
A la mode is by the fashion of the day.
Yep. Alacrity.
Alacrity cheerful readiness.
Mm-hmm. Alas.
Alas?
Mm-hmm.
What's alas?
An exclamation expressing sorrow, pity, apprehension of evil.
Alas.
Mm-hmm.
All of those apply to the show, don't they?
Alchemy.
Alchemy. That was the ancient study that tried to make all metal into gold
Mm-hmm.
and tried to find the universal cure for disease. And what else, Phil?
The means of indefinitely prolonging life.
Yeah, well, now read that definition, would you please?
The medieval chemical, the great objects of which were to change lesser metals to gold, deduce the universal cure for disease, and the means of indefinitely prolonging life.
Apparently people have given up on that, haven't they?
Yeah.
At that time they believed it was possible, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody ever got that. Gee, that's interesting. Any other words?
That's it.
Okay. Do you have a Bible passage on that?
I do not see one on here. Let me see.
Can we get one from Google?
We can get one.
Hey Google,
Uh-oh.
read us a Bible.
I couldn't find Bible, but you can check out the full collection of audiobooks on the Google Play Store.
No. Hey Phil, how do you find out from Google a Bible passage?
I can get one right here. Hey
You've got
Phil is
one,
pretty
Phil?
quick, yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how that's done, but I found something similar. Do you want to know how do I look up a Bible passage?
Oh, we're good. We're good, Google. Thank you. All right. I've got
When
one
the team
right.
at Google finds out I'm being helpful, they're going to be so proud.
Google, stop.
How about this? James 1, verse 2 and 3.
Oh, yes. Wonderful.
Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance.
I love it. Again, please.
Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance.
That's so good. And again, honey.
Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance.
That was the book of James in the New Testament, right, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
And it was what chapter?
Chapter 1, verse 2 and 3.
Oh, you found a good one. How'd you do that?
I got my own tricks that Google doesn't know about.
Now a hymn.
Mm-hmm.
We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing. He hastens and chastens his will to make known the wicked oppressing. Now cease from distressing. Sing praises to his name. He forgets not his own. Well, may the peace of God, which passes all understanding, dwell in our hearts and minds. What a great heart this is. No heart attacks. What a great brain this is. No strokes. No kabooms, falling down, accidents or injuries. Therefore, no hospitals, no doctors, no medicine. Therefore, safe at home. Happy House 3. No pain and no bills. Thank you very much. Phil, anything you want to have the last word?
And all those calisthenics you do in the morning.
Very good.
Very impressive.
Grace and peace, everybody.